What is up, everybody? My name is Viola. I'm the host of the Cerebral System here on TransenDID. On this channel, we talk about DID content, others, system stuff, different types of disabilities, mental health content, as well as LGBT content, vlogs, and gaming. If that's something that interests you and you want to help us expand our brand, like, comment, subscribe, all that good kind of stuff. Because it would really help us out. I'll say that again at the end of the video probably, and I'm sorry that I'm such a broken record. Anyway, it's been bugging me that I repeat myself, so I had to say that. Anyway, for the second time I say anyway, see, I do this a lot. So, we're going to do another introduction to others. Today we're going to talk about jazz. Jazz is a unique sort of other in a lot of ways. I think a friend of mine once called her my fun side, which is very hurtful, because I like to think I'm fun sometimes. But anyway, Jazz is unique in the sense that she doesn't front very often. You know, I guess it's not uncommon, but in my system, not a lot of mine, my others front, and she's one of those. I think she has once during karaoke, but that was a little different. Appearance-wise, she is about the same height as me, about 5'10". She's not short. She is pasty-skinned, like me, but the difference is she has different colored eyes, and she has very large, she has like if you've seen Brave, how Merida has that like poofy, curly orange hair, she has something kind of similar, but it has she has one streak that's a different color. I think she has a streak in her hair that's like blonde, but I don't really know. She also has freckles, which I don't really. She has a very unique accent as well, which is also not uncommon for my system, but her accent is very New Yorker kind of deal. You know how people talk like this, that's kind of how she talks. She's got that kind of quirk to her. She also has a higher pitch to her voice than I do most of the time. I do go into the higher pitch sometimes, but that's her all the time. It's not annoying at all, it's just kind of who she is. She works at the local coffee shop in my system and is apparently the best person they have there. She loves her job, she likes to sing, she likes to dance. She's just in general a very fun other. In terms of her role, I don't really know what it is. I assume that she's a fragment, but I don't know. I'm just gonna assume anyone whose role I don't know for the time being is a fragment until I figure out otherwise. It's just easier on me. It's easier to kind of, change it later if I figure out more stuff. She generally comes out when good music plays, which is really interesting. That's what some people call a happy trigger. She's generally fun-loving and wants me to have fun, and it's really interesting how she operates. And she actually recommended that I switch to decaf coffee, because I used to drink coffee a lot, along with my soda. Well, not at the same time, but I used to drink soda and coffee and anything with caffeine. When I mentioned I was cutting out, she's like, why don't you switch to decaf? And I'm like, decaf still has a little bit in it. But, she's just trying to help. That being said, there isn't a whole lot to say about her. I generally don't know much beyond, Oh, wait, I know where she lives. I'm going to point that out. Near the local park, near Starlight Plaza. Let's see, how do I do this? Okay, so, see the coffee shop's right here, right? There's a little path. You go past it, and there's a park there with a lake. It is beautiful. I don't remember the name of the lake, but it's really nice. It's got the moon shining down on it. It's gorgeous, and there's special moon bloom flowers that are there. I call them moon blooms, but I think they actually have a different name. And if you keep going around that way, you'll reach a housing area. You know those really like fancy schmancy houses that upper crust families live in? When you're in high school, you always knew one of those people with those like layered houses. Like they got a lot of money and they can house a bunch of people, and they're usually a place where a party is. Like that kind of thing. She lives in one of those, and she lives there by herself, but she always has somebody from the system over, to come visit or something, because she's such a likable other. She does, I think she occasionally hosts a party there, just because. But beyond that, I don't know too much about her. I don't think. Like, she does have a nice house, which can't really fault her for. She got a good job. She has the job that she does with me, generally. But what I do doesn't pay, so gotta pay the bills. I don't know hardly anything about her, which I hate when I make videos like this because it's like, I don't know what to say, and it seems like this is why I say I'm a bad host. I generally don't know my others very well. And I think that's why I started the Q&A, so I can kind of get to know them. And from Lulu's response, it seems like she had some fun with it. So, hopefully, I can get more of them on board. And I kind of want to bring out, like, some of the more, like, the others I don't talk to as much. Like, I want to bring Pride out if he is interested. I want to drag out Momo for that one. Jazz is another one I want to bring out and talk to people. Not right now. I'm already tired enough from a Switch. Like, I debated on doing another Q&A. But I've got a headache from the whole thing. I'm tired. I probably shouldn't even be making this video. I should probably take some time to relax, but you gotta schedule to keep, and this is what you do. Like, that's what I keep telling myself. But that's pretty much all I got on Jazz. I'm sorry it wasn't overly interesting. It kind of helps you get to know them a little bit, though. In general, like, I try to keep these simple, unless it's something, like, really important that they do, or if I know more info. Like, the Wolf Serenity, I think, was pretty straightforward. The introduction to Lulu was pretty straightforward. Stuff like that. Like, when it comes to these obscure others, I generally struggle. It's, like, I don't really know what to say. And just want to say in advance, I'm sorry. I wish I was a better host, so I could tell you more info. Like, I look at Dissociated, they have all their ducks in a row, and Multiple City Me, they have all their others figured out, and I'm just here like, I've got so many, what do I do? Like, oh my god, they're all over the place, and I love every one of them, and I want to talk about them, give them praise, and ugh, god, my brain hurts. Anyway, enough my rambling. Thank you so much for watching. I greatly appreciate you stopping by. I always do. If you like what I do here, like, comment, subscribe, all that good kind of stuff, like I asked earlier, really helps out a lot, especially with this algorithm. It is a mess. If you like what remember, you're beautiful, you're valid, and you're important. That's very, very, very important to me and everyone up here. And I will see you in the next video that I make. So until then, goodbye.